All right. Hello, everybody. Welcome back. Um, we're still working on this level layout, trying to figure out what the layout should be. I had a particular idea. Have the player enter from here, and then see this thing square right dead in the center. Maybe instead of having a long design, have it be a circular design for a room, and then have a series of windows from which we can see the comms room where we enter, so the player would be able to see it, setting up that location, but not be able to enter it just yet. Right? So, um, right. So I guess we can set this up, and then tomorrow we can work on the radio transmitter actually producing a beep sound that we can follow. Oh, that is not a prop for this project. There we go, comms room. I think we're just gonna move this to version 1. Okay. This is gonna be moved to version 2. Okay. And we can collapse this. And there we go. Alrighty. Let's see. If we keep going with the whole theme of having like a central obelisk type object that we look up to, and I suppose this right here would be the way to do it. Mm-hmm. Oh. Okay, so now what is this? This would be the comms room office area. Yeah. Greetings. Good day. Good evening. Okay, let's load this back up. Right. Excuse me. We need to make sure we are exporting only visible components. Like the look of it so far from the thumbnail. I'm gonna try a different variation of it, just because I'm not too convinced, to be honest. I feel like it could be a lot better. A lot more, I guess, directional. A lot more defined directionally, I should say. Let's get a spatial node. I also need to make some LOD stuff for these consoles, because they take up a lot of performance. Okay. Alright, so if that's the central location, maybe we will be able to do like rows of uh, desks. Okay, but they're all facing this way. Okay. Right. We'll sort out the spacing after. 1, 2, and 3. That doesn't really look centered. Yes, because this is not centered. Why did I assume that it was centered? Let's go ahead and do this. I'm going to place an empty here. I'm going to lift it up. But we do know that this empty... I was just going to say we do know that it's in the middle, but it's not. Position the cursor to the world. There we go. Okay. We're going to call it center. And then we're going to export GLTF. Because when we load it back up, the GLTF center is going to show up as a spatial, which means we now have a nice marker that we can use to tell us where the center is. Just like that. So we reset it, and now that's the center. Beautiful. Okay. Make it VR, thanks. This VR? Oh, God. The headphones, the headset strap on my Quest 2 broke, and I was just about to sell it today, too. What a piece of shit, man. What an absolute pile of garbage. I'll buy with a broken strap. I mean, don't you already have one? You have one. Why do you need the broken one? I mean, I'm not gonna argue. If you want it, you want it. But still, you know. Could always fix it and gift it to a friend. Eh, I don't know. Okay, let's do this. Center desks. Okay, position that in the middle. Nice. Drop it down. Okay, that's still not centered. What the hell? Hold on a second. That's y-axis. That's fine. Center desks. That's y-axis. Huh. Evening. Indeed. All right. Yeah, so this is really weird. Where are the desks? Here are the desks. Okay. See, that's maybe. Oh, you know what? Maybe it's because it's a six-sided structure. Hmm. No, it's not lining up even on the other side. Okay. Okay, is the center actually in the center? Yep, or so it seems. Oh, but this thing is not. There we go. All right, let's fix that up real quick. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Wait, you didn't ask me for... I guess it doesn't. It's like, yeah, whatever, override it, I don't care. Alright. Now this should be correct. Yep. Finally. It does look kind of small, though. Not gonna lie. Mm-hmm. New comms? Yes. New comms room. So right now the comms room is a little too bland. Hmm. That's kind of an experiment either way. Eee. Jeez. That's more like it. Okay. We might be able to find use cases for both this one and the other comms room idea. Let's see, if the player comes in this way, he'll be able to see the center center point. What the heck is this? There we go. Okay. And if we're putting it this way, we could technically have the light shining on the centerpiece. Ah, come on. There we go. Okay. All we need is the Imperial March, and we've got ourselves a Death Star control room. You know, this actually makes me realize we can make, instead of a blackboard, a flip disk display. And in order to be able to get the coordinates printed out on the screen, we have to load a program and have it be output on the display. Hmm. Okay, I'm gonna reparent. Oh, no search bar, really? No search bar. Okay, I think it was center desks 2. Hey, is that it? Yup. Oh, no, not, well, almost. There you go. Everybody gets one light. Okay, I did not want to do that. Okay. As long as I don't leave the last one. Electricity is expensive. Everybody makes do. Huddle up, everybody. We only got so many blankets to go around. Okay, center desks. This one's got nothing in it. Okay, so desk array. Ultimately, this might not work. We'll have to see. Close enough. Okay. The player walks in like this. Somebody's going nuts on the modding or something. Okay. Go away. Cool. All right. Now we have a teleport point in here somewhere. I think that's the one. Right. We'll leave those here for a sec. Okay. I think this should be already in the level. Yeah, so we've separated everything from here because this looked like a little too boring, a little too bland. It looks like a lower budget bunker. But then again, it's like right now it has an existential crisis because it's like, is it a small bunker? Is it a large bunker? Which one was it? All right, let's see. Oh, oh, that is going to look menacing from the outside when you encounter something like that. Especially when there's like concrete chunks that you can climb on to get to that thing. Hey, there could be a bit of a platforming segment actually. Ah. Okay. It's certainly interesting. What if it's down there, actually? Instead of a pit of death, it's just stairs. Hmm. I gotta say, this location looks too important for something as simple as a radio coordinate detector. Huh. Hello. Hello indeed. Maybe we'll just lower it just a touch. I don't know. We'll see how that looks. Because I want the player to see something there. I don't want it to be just... look up to this thing that you cannot see from your angle. Yes, you do want it. Hello. Mavdav. Good day. Good evening. Where are we? I don't think we actually placed any sort of light emitting solutions here. What's this? I think the chain is casting a shadow. No, not really. When did I start working on this game? I think it was about winter time last year. Hypothetically, somebody could find the very first Dreadtail stream. Okay. So, what do we got here? A bunch of artifacts. Okay, so I don't actually want everything here casting a light. Not really the point. Is there an enabled property here? Yes. No, that's shadows. So I guess it's just visible. Alright. That ought to do it. As a matter of fact, on is false. So the only one that should be on is this one, the center one. Nice. Hey, Smooth Skin. How you doing? I thought I had it. Okay. So this is what we would see. Which is a whole lot of hoopla. Is there really any point for this pit? I don't think there is. Are you a full-time game dev? Only out of the time that I put into it. That looks strange. Oh, we separated it. That's why. There we go. I suppose we could turn that into stairs. Okay, that might be a bit too few steps, but we'll figure it out. Yeah, okay. That could work. No need for redundant pits. Okay, now where does the player enter from? If we make the player enter from here, then it puts both the board and the centerpiece into view. Except they'd have to enter from a corner. I guess if we make them enter from here, then it's a... yeah, then everything is in the view. Like this. We'd have to somehow justify having the lights on there, though. I'm actually going to take the teleport point and reposition it here. Mm-hmm. All right. Let's give it a look-see. If it's not the comms room, I might use this for the hologram room. All right. So we enter from here. Oh, son of a pin. Dang it. There we go. We enter from here, and this is what we see. Interesting. Ah, dang it. Okay. I think the blackboard could be lifted up a little bit. Other than that, this could work. Okay, we'll have to make a ramp here. And we've got all the interactables. Probably gonna have to start experimenting with portals for toggling visibility. Because we're at 28 frames right now. Hmm. Okay, so it's over there. I reckon we could do something about making it a bit more visible. Other than that, what about the centerpiece? Okay, we got the consoles. Get the spatial node in here. Let's get ourselves a switchboard. Mm-hmm. Okay, I think that should be good. All right, so we got all these switchboard consoles here. Okay. That's sketchy. That doesn't seem quite right. Guess we'll just eyeball it. These are some tiny ass steps. Damn. Okay. Okay, that looks more like it. Well, height could probably be adjusted just a touch. This is looking pretty good. I do wonder if it's possible to do individual baking. Like have this area be baked and then a different area be baked in a separate place. Or do we have to bake the entire level at once? Because that's a lot of baking. Hmm. I think that might look better. At least this way we can see what the heck's happening. We crashed. Not exists a function reset on base spatial node. Radio decoder puzzle 1. Really? Puzzle 1 has no reset? Fascinating. Alright, we'll just place it there for the time being. That would make sense. Puzzle 1 has no reset because there's nothing to reset. No wrong answers. Okay, well, that's what we got here. Does it look good? To be honest, I don't know. If we did something wild like this. Set it at an angle. Everyone's on the edge. Figuratively and literally. Okay, we'll fix the desks afterwards. Maybe. Certainly allows the player to see more. See more? Which way do we enter from? That's a good question. Let's place a cube. And then let's look for that cube. Oh, hey, I actually got it. This is the location where we enter from. So maybe that way. Let's see if we can do something like this. I'm going to duplicate this. Do that. And then make a ramp. So everything is really flat, except for this entry point. I just want to see if I can make a player have a more elevated view when they enter this zone. Yeah, come on. Okay, how else can we elevate it? That doesn't look right. That doesn't look like that's the correct increment. 45? Ah. Okay, so if it's 0, it's perfectly aligning with this axis. And what is this? 60 degrees. Alrighty. There we go. Oh. Scale this up. Grab this on the x-axis. So what if we quite literally give a player like an elevated entry point like this? So they go down, and they go down this way. Okay. Guess we enter here. The lights are kind of in our face, but we can fix that. And we have this nice overland view of this whole space. No, this does actually make me curious. If we have a GI probe in here, is it going to bake and then be visible in the game? I should have saved. Oh, hey, okay. Cool. Interior. Interesting. holds the data for the GI probe. Okay, this would be cool if we were making fear, but we're not making fear. Okay, I suppose right now would not be the best time to start experimenting with GI probes. Also, this has taken an awful lot of time, or awful little time, to bake anything, so I don't think it's really baking anything at all. I think it's just goofing around. Alright, fair enough. Off with you. What do we want here? We want to see if this is even an applicable way of handling this, to be honest. Doesn't look like it. Suppose it was an interesting experiment. Okay. Version 1 was this elongated shape. I don't know if I like this. But at the same time, I did have an idea, same sort of concept, where when we walk in, there's this like central piece. I was baking the GI just to see what that would look like. I think there'll be a lot more that needs to be done to improve frame rates. I think I need to create some LOD levels because, you know, this is all geometry. And this is all geometry. There's a lot of stuff here. So, you know, I'd have to make sure that these are all low poly versions of the switches and everything until the player gets nice and close to them. That's going to be fun to make. If we keep it as a half circle and we don't do anything else to it, no two half circles, just this, then hypothetically having something like this would work. And then we get rid of this, of course. That looks kind of awkward. This could potentially work. Let's export this as something else. Let's export this as comms room version 2. Okay. Let's try it. So we're going to rename it afterwards. Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's a lot of geometry. Yeah, what the heck? What's all this? No. Okay, these are all individual components. All right. What the heck? That doesn't even fit. Okay, fine. Figured this out in a bit. Okay, that's a lot more manageable. Yeah. Right. Of course. Okay. So here we have this. I think I'd want it to be on the left side. And then I still wanted to have the whole player walks in and has a nice overview. As a matter of fact, over here, I wanted to have a series of windows, which the player would be able to peek through from within the comms room. Right. Mm-hmm. I'm gonna place this in the level, see if we can teleport to it. Figure out how that looks. Okay, that'll do. Okay, I don't think we actually positioned the teleport point in the right place. Let's get over here. Okay, this doesn't currently run the interior environment change, but that's fine. Hmm. Hmm. I don't know. This layout doesn't really strike me as all that suitable, or at least maybe not this entry point. Okay, let's place the empty here. Call it center. And then this will act as our center point within the level. Hmm. Maybe we can have the best of both worlds. I can't even see where everything... Oh, there we go. Yeah. If we enter from the side, and there's just rows and rows and rows and rows of desks. Might possibly be able to make some of the desks queue free their doors, so less rigid bodies. Maybe like a random thing. You know, I think it's just one of those cases where I just have to try an idea, let it fail, but at least we tried and we gave it a chance, and it's out there. We could just move on. This one looks interesting, but I feel like it's too bland as well, like too much open space. It's just the same thing repeated over and over again. That's fine. I think we've given it a go. I think we need to just leave it be and let our brain rest on it. You know, sit on the idea, see what else it can come up with. I'm sure some bright image is gonna come to mind since we already tried this. Cool. You know what? I'm gonna wrap it up. Technically, I could do this for another hour, but there's no point. It's, the ideas are just not coming. So that should be it. I'll just wrap it up, and we'll see what we can come up next time. Tomorrow we'll be doing the final stages of the radio transmitter. Actually hearing stuff because we have the sounds. Cole has produced some really nice sounding sound effects that we can use for the radio transmitter. Let's see. We've got the static loop. It's really interesting. We've got the distant radio ping, this is what players will hear if they're far away from the location, but they are facing the right direction. Really creepy. And then once they get closer, they start hearing the actual distinct locator. There's 3 variations, which I really like. Beautiful. Very haunting. Okay, cool. That's it. Thanks everybody for watching. Indeed. Cole's doing some phenomenal work. All right, we'll wrap it up and continue in the next one.